Okay.
Okay. I'm start recording. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly walk you through that's top that you were asking is actually exactly the same as your signature model, which is poplar burl.
Okay, nice.
And that's a very thick, like a 1/4 inch thick piece of wood. It's definitely not a veneer.
No.
And it took me 1.5 years to find a tree, like a proper tree. And I imported that tree from Italy to China, and eventually, sliced it into different wood blocks, and eventually, became this guitar. So I hand selected all the woods for it. And the guitar body is a 2-piece basswood body, which is kind of rare because a lot of people think that basswood it doesn't sound good, blah blah blah, but is actually Guthrie Goat's choice for guitar wood. So on his signature model, he has basswood as his so if it's good enough for Gov, and I guess it's good enough for me. And also it's a very light wood too, and we have like a 5-piece maple neck and quarter sawn maple neck with 2 very thin walnut stripes. So that neck is definitely not going anywhere. So probably you don't have to tweak the truss rod pretty much at all. Right. And we have 24 super jumbo stainless steel frets.
Yeah, I love them.
I only used 22 frets until I started playing some of your pieces. So it's definitely another Greg Howe inspired feature as well. And also the headstock veneer is it's the same material as the fingerboard, which is Indian rosewood.
Okay.
So it makes it a little more classy, and also instead of like 17, I believe Gibson does like 17-degree headstock tilt, and we only have 7 degrees. So there's definitely less chance that neck will break. So I still need that little bit of angle to pull the strings.
Nice. What is the is this rosewood or ebony? I think it's rosewood, right?
That's rosewood. That's just a very dark Indian rosewood neck fingerboard.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What is the radius?
The radius is 12.
Really?
Yeah, it's 12-inch radius, and which is exactly like the Les Paul standing right next to you. So I always find 12, 14, they kind of feel the same, but honestly, so I played 12-inch radius for a very, very long time. So I thought, it
doesn't change stuff. It feels and looks flatter than a 12. It feels great. I mean, it feels like something that right now I got to adjust the action because it's a little high, but I can tell that it's going to. I can tell that it's a fast guitar. I can just tell.
That neck will definitely fly. I mean,
yeah, I know.
I can say that for sure. And also the neck profile obviously is from one of your previous prototype profile, which you liked. And the pickups are interesting. The neck pickup is the Seymour Duncan Jazz, which is, I believe, SH2, and the bridge pickup is the JB, or they call it the Jazz and Blues. And the middle pickup is actually a hand-wound single coil pickup by Leeky Guitars. So yeah. That particular middle pickup is a made-in-house pickup by Leeky Guitars, and also we have a 5-way blade switch, and I would simply say that the 1st and the 5th position are Les Pauls. So if you put it in the 1st position, it sounds like a Les Paul in the 1st position. If you put it to the 5th position, yeah, it will sound like a Les Paul in the bridge pickup. and the middle ones are just different flavors of Strats. So that guitar is, in my mind, is a combination of Strat and Les Paul.
Yeah, it's kind of
You
cool.
can try it out because it will sound really like very much like single coil.
Do you know specifically what happens with the different configurations or not exactly?
I do. I actually do. So in the second position, which is I would say the neck pickup is the first, and the second position is the neck coil and the middle pickup. So the two coils together.
Yep.
Okay, and the middle one is actually.
So in other words, the humbucker gets split.
Yes, and it works just like a Strat with these two pickups working together. And the third position is two humbuckers working together. It's more like a Peter Green sort of out of phase sound.
Okay.
And
So
the fourth position is the bridge pickup getting splitted and working with the middle pickup. So it's like two flavors of Strat and a little bit of other Les Paul flavors.
So that's what I've got on mine. The difference is that my middle position is literally just the middle pickup by itself.
Yeah, I always find that kind of odd because how often do you use the middle pickup by itself? Plus,
I have a buddy,
first of all,
my buddy John.
I
have a friend who's a good guitar player, and that's literally his favorite position on all guitars is the middle position. It's very strange.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't care for it, to be honest with you. It doesn't do much for me. But I like that's a beefy sound, the middle on this. It's very round and thick.
Gilbert, I studied with him for a little bit, so he taught me that little pickup by itself is kind of useless to him, so he would prefer together, which is kind of true. So I decided to do that on this one too. And obviously, how do you like the bridge? Because the bridge is also made in house too.
The bridge pickup? Oh, the bridge.
No, the bridge.
Oh, it's great. It's smooth. It feels beautiful. It feels really smooth.
It still, feels unreal because you're holding one of my guitars. But anyways, that bridge is kind of ingenious because you can tweak the tension of that bar. You can have it just flipping around. You can have it kind of stiff, and also it's a pop-in bar, so you don't have to screw it, unscrew it, blah blah blah, those kind of things. And that's what I actually don't like about the original Strat.
What do you do to make the tension less? How's that become an easy thing?
Press down the bar, and from behind the bridge, you can see a little bit of you can see a little hole that you can tweak. You can use your Allen key to tweak. Yeah, so basically that's how you adjust the tension. And the factory setting is actually that's kind of my favorite, which is it will drop down, but it won't like flip flop around. That's kind of my preference for that particular bridge. Yeah. And also I like for the knobs, there's just one volume, one tone, and sometimes the reason I have to have like a humbucker in the neck position is because sometimes I play jazz gigs, and having a tone knob definitely more useful that situation. And some people were asking me about why don't you do like all those kind of coil tap, coil splitting switches and push pull, push knobs. I just don't use them. 5 different flavors of pickup combinations more than enough. So,
I agree. I agree. I've gone there a few times, and it just seems kind of like redundant and overkill and sort of just unnecessary. Almost like it's just something to show, almost something to do just to show that it's done.
Yeah, exactly. And and the guitar body is real thin too. Originally, it was like as thick as a Les Paul, but then over the past 10 prototypes, I kept telling them that we need to shave down the thickness of the guitar because I always find it way too thick. And also, I played flat tops. I played, you know, like arch top jazz guitars too. And I just, like a huge guitar body. I couldn't even see my fingers. So yeah, the guitar has to be real thin. That's what I like about the guitar. And also, I believe that the wood combination with 3 different pickups and a bridge weighs definitely so that's what I absolutely love about that guitar. And also, it's got stainless steel frets and loom inlays,
Yeah.
side dots, from
Nice.
like under dark situations.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is. And the only thing with me is that I don't know that I've ever, I have, but I don't remember when, but I don't think I've ever owned the neck through, like non-bolt on.
Oh, that's actually a set-in neck.
Or set.
And it was set-in neck, and the neck heel, that joint part, is hand carved by
Wow.
human. So and I believe it was a female. Yeah, it was a girl, and she did an absolute great job on that neck heel. And it's actually consistent with all the guitars in from this range. This is called the Arc series. Um, so yeah, I'm very glad that you like the guitar, and it still feels surreal that you're holding one of my guitars. So I hope you enjoy it.
I'm going to. I can tell this is a guitar I'm going to really like. This is a really, really comfortable, beautiful. It feels nice here too. You know what I mean? It just feels good. Like on my lap. It might get the action down, but yeah, it just has it sits nice. It just has a nice balance. It's great. It feels great. Awesome.
Awesome.